Ooh. Broccoli. This. Make sure we go to that. Both sides, I kind of slit down the middle. Make sure a bunch got inside.
Grab stuff from my mom. Yeah? Well, when she wants me to come home, she can call. David, Veronica, on the number.
There we go. This flavoring is in there now. Motherfucker, that's hot. Chicken and dogs. Chicken and dogs. Take one.
Okay.
Action. Thank you, Clapper Boy. Okay, welcome to Brain Damage Barbecue. Tonight we're doing chicken on the Weber, and we're using our signature flavors: basil, sage, and thyme Kingsford. Kingsford and Weber, Kingsford and Weber, Kingsford and Weber. This is the only charcoal we use for the really good cooks. You know what I mean? We can use the other yucky charcoal and lump charcoal and stuff like that for fast sears. That's what you want to use the lump charcoal for. This you want, like, look at that smoke. Like, oh yeah, you can see it, those little briquettes of the basil, sage, and thyme are starting to catch now. That's what's creating that smoke. We're going to put the chicken on in a second here. I season it up with, where's the seasoning? I know I brought it out. There it is. We got this from our buddy Cody. Kingsford, garlic and herb seasoning. I coated the chicken with that. You know, I put a slit down the center of each breast. I trimmed off the fillet. I put a slit down the center of each breast and put the thyme, just the stuff in there. And now we're going to throw it on the Weber with some Kingsford in it, with that special Kingsford basil, sage, and thyme. So there we go. See this going on there nicely. I already seasoned the grill with the Pam later on, so we wouldn't have a sticky chicken. You don't want sticky chicken. Now you want to start it with the slit side up. Why? Why not? Because you want all the juices to mingle with the spices that you put in there, because the season, come on, get up. Because the season I put in, I made sure I got a lot into that slit, so that the flavor would just, you know, soak right through the chicken. Mm-hmm. And then when you flip it, it won't all come out. It won't all fall out. And there were some dogs here too. I got those. They were like 50% off, so dogs are like $15 a pack now. So 50% off, yeah, I'm gonna score a pack of dogs, and we're gonna cook them right away. And Bruce will appreciate that, but he got chicken for his own. As you know, Bruce always has chicken. So he gets the fillets, and they're being cooked in the microwave because there's not room for them on the grill. But these are gonna go for, oh, I found my stack timer. For those of you who are wondering where the stack timer was, it was in my boxes. I cleaned up a little bit here and things, so we're gonna start the timer. We're gonna go about 4 minutes, and we're gonna check it out. Then we're gonna give it a flip. We don't want too much smoke escaping, but we don't want too much smoke staying in either, because we want it nice, you know what I mean? We don't want to overpower. We haven't found those charcoal briquettes to be overpowering, at least not yet. You know what I mean? They've always put a really nice flavor into the food.
See,
way to go, Kingsford. You know what?
You found your hot pants again. Yes,
oh no, I have like 3 pairs of these. These are awesome.
Okay.
Seriously though, it's very, very unpleasant.
The barbecue, I was going to go skiing this morning, but when I checked the conditions, Fortune was closed. They were closed yesterday and today, but this warm weather, of course, they got to repair the hill. You know what I mean? Come on.
That's a pressure washer in the background.
Yeah, if you're wondering. But you probably guys weren't wondering, because it really doesn't matter, because we're not focused on noises, we're focused on smoke. Smoke is what's important. Noise doesn't matter. Well, the noise of your chicken sizzling, that would be a good sound. You got a microphone in there, a heat-proof microphone.
Sure.
Listen to the chicken cooking. Oh my God, that would be great. Oh yeah, I got a show too. Where is it? There it is. My new thermometer that I got in the mail, not sponsored by these guys in any way, but all this, a couple of the sous vide channels that went down from a lot down a couple of sous vide channels I watch use this. It's a submersible thermometer probe. Like, and it's wireless, you know, Bluetooth to your phone. There's all the specifications on the back there. Check it out. That was pretty cool.
People can pause it on that.
It's from Combustion Inc. and not sponsored by them, but I did see these on a couple of sous vide channels, and it works great. And you can use it in the barbecues. It gets to the outside of that little yellow spot there, like the external part of it that would check the ambient temperature. That can go up to 900 degrees. So and it's completely submersible. It's sealed, hermetically sealed. Whatever hermetically sealed means, but it's really sealed. So
sealed against air.
You know, nothing can go in, nothing can come out except for temperatures and radio waves. So, and it's amazing how that thing has a little microcomputer in it that's telling us all the temperatures, because the first part of the probe tells you however, from the tip to the middle, and then it tells you more little temperatures all the way, so you know from the outside of your meat all the way to the inside of your meat what the temperature is, so you always hit it on bang on every time. And we'll show you that when we start smoking, which is going to be soon too, because look at the weather. Once we get rid of all this snow, and the backyard and in front of the shed is almost cleaned out enough so I can pull out the Franken smokers, because I put them away for the winter. As you know, it was a winter of Weber. We did everything on the Weber this year for winter, because that's the best way to cook. It's the easiest way to cook. Doesn't use a lot of fuel. How long are we talking here? We're at 244. Okay, we're good. And if you're looking, you're not cooking, so we can't even look. We can smell. That's how you tell how it's going. You open it up like this, and we're not looking. So, oh yeah, that chicken's going. Oh, you can just listen to it. Stop with your pressure washer. I want to hear my chicken. Oh, fucking inconsiderate neighbors, you know. Oh, it sounds good. That's the sound chicken should make. Absolutely. If you guys can hear this, see, there's no 4K sound. Unfortunately, it's 4K video, which is what we're shooting in from now on. 4K all the way, baby. All the way. So
everyone can catch every detail of those hot pants.
Every detail there is. And how nice and clean the new back of the garage is. Look at this.
See? It does fit. Oh boy.
Like that's kicking. It's all organized now and clean. Less dirty. Well, more room. Now I can use the bench for what its actual purpose was for. You know, for building stuff. My welding pen, or my welding area, because I got my welder's jacket over here. I pulled the welder out. Welder's jacket for this summer. Oh shit, it fell down. Not great. Actually, I have two of them. Two of them in an apron, I think. Or one in an apron. But we'll be welding this summer. I want to make, what the hell is it called? The thing that we can do an up and down rotisserie on, you know what I mean? Like they do with the shawarmas and the shawarma places, the great big huge slab of meat there, but we're going to do it with coal.
Rotisserie.
Excuse me, what?
Vertical
rotisserie, okay, yeah. Where are we at? 4:30. Boom. So I said after 4 minutes, we're going to check it out. Oh, see, you don't have to put it on the ground, because it's got a little hook on it. Boom.
Weber,
there, Bob's
Weber
your uncle. Look at that. Weber, you just keep kicking it. Okay, so we're going to see how the chicken is not sickened. You see that? It's just flipped over. Now we're going to look at it. It's nice. We're going to give it a little bit of a turn. Like that. A little bit of a turn. Just a little bit of a turn, you know? Why? So you can get some nice grill marks on it. Oh, see, that one stuck a little bit. I guess we didn't get a lot of oil over there. Let's give it a little bit of turn. You know, like you do a burger or a steak. It's funny that some of this stuck. And some of them just come off like they weren't even on there. Still got a little bit of a turn. How long? 5 minutes? Okay. Wait a couple of minutes there. What we'll do is we're going to open up the heat a little bit. Let it close so we won't get too much heat, because we don't want it to cook too quickly. We want to flip it only once, but we're going to get some crispiness going. Once I flip it that other side there with all the seasonings inside, then we're going to throw some dogs on. You know, because I told you about the dogs. You can't forget about the dogs. Because you're having Coke, dogs, you got to have dogs with a Coke and a Coke with the dogs. Mustard, ketchup, relish, bacon, cheese, chili. Oh yeah, man, we're just going to load that dog. Not tonight though. Today we're going to have chicken and dogs. Now there's a combination. Chicken and waffles? Pwah, you want chicken and dogs. That's what you want. Barbecue chicken. Oh, this is going on, by the way, a bed of fettuccine alfredo that I'm making in the house. And a broccoli accompaniment. It's not a side of broccoli, it's a broccoli accompaniment. So remember that. It's the way it is now. It's classy. It's high end. This is like, you know, a 14-star restaurant. I can rate my own restaurant because I'm in my own country. Barbecudia.
Oh boy.
I should pull the paper down because I haven't memorized it.
Oh boy.
Hail to the only flag that is a true representation of barbecue freedom. The brain-damaged barbecue flag that flies in the newly discovered country of Barbecudia. Thank you. Hail to the flag of Barbecudia. Barbecue flag. Keep it beefy, folks.
Oh
Now we're flipping the chicken after 7 minutes and 12 seconds. See, look, it didn't really change the grill marks, but you can still see them. I'm having a hard time flipping things. What's going on? You want to try and get the thick part of the breasts facing the center of the grill. That's where all the heat is. So you make sure the center, the thick part of the breast is cooked that way. Just a little piece of advice. You want to do it, you want to do it. But if you don't, you don't. You want to eat raw chicken, then hey man, eat raw chicken.
Good.
So, you know, to tell you the truth, I've never heard of chicken tartare.
Yeah.
And I don't think I would even attempt to eat chicken tartare if there was chicken tartare.
Sounds
Which I
very
don't believe there is.
salmonella-y.
Very salmonella or mad chicken disease.
Yeah, chicken disease.
You know? No, not mad chicken. Sorry, disgruntled poultry. That's what it is. Not mad chicken because it's mad cow. Then you can't rip off the mad cow. It's disgruntled poultry disease.
Disgruntled poultry.
An angry swine. Well, they have the swine flu, so I guess the pigs can take credit for that with the swine flu. So then I guess you'd be a pretty angry swine if you had the flu. I would be if I was a swine and I had the flu. But yeah, so far that smells really good. The garlic and herbs from Kingsford. Not sponsored by Kingsford, but damn it, you got to get in touch with me. I love your charcoal. Is this not proof enough? I have a wall of charcoal in my garage. 99% Kingsford. Specialty Kingsfords too. There's professional grade Kingsford.
Professional grade.
Professional grade. Hot as burning.
The rest is amateur grade.
It is, and it's all amateur grade. Well, it's original. This is original. This is before they became professional charcoal makers. You know, once they became professional, then they can make professional charcoal.
And the big block on top of the small block is kind of interesting too.
Oh, but the big block, that stuff, as far as lump charcoal goes, that's the charcoal you want to fucking use. Because that burns hot, it burns long, it burns good. It's heavy. Like, look at my garage. Where's the big crack there? Because right here between our lights. See that? That crack there is because of that charcoal. I dropped it back here, just ruined the drive, ruined the floor of the, what do you call this place? The garage.
Cracked the slab.
It cracked the slab. Like, people told me, well, you know, you should call up Big Block and say, hey man, you want me a slab? It's like, no. That proves how good that charcoal is. And I'm willing to attest to that's how hard that wood is. But wait, there's going to be a cook coming up. We have even harder wood than that. And my son got me in Thailand. We got teak wood in this white bag. It's all teak charcoal that he brought me back from Thailand. We're going to be doing shish kebab with that.
That must be fun to explain to the customs guy in your luggage.
Well, I don't know how he did it, but he brought me back enough so we can do at least a little cook, maybe a few shish kebabs, you know. However they cook chicken down there, I'm going to ask him to see if he can scoop me a recipe from one of his connections down there, because he now has Thailand connections.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's big, my bro. My kid, oh yeah, he's like Nathan, what's it, Ottawa Valley Design and Repair, I believe is his business, correct? Ottawa Valley Design and Repair. If you need anything designed, 3D printed, fixed, repaired, mechanical wise, like computer wise or whatever, there's his card. Ottawa Valley Design and Repair.
It's a 3D printed business
3D
card.
printed business card. Isn't that kicking?
Oh.
Three colors. Gray, orange, and black. Like 3 colors there. A 3D printed 3-color business card. Keep in mind, folks, this is the kind of shit that you can get from him. and he's very professional, high quality, customer service above all else is most important.
It's amazing first layer adhesion too.
It all holds together really nicely. Okay, so we flipped the chicken at, what was it, 9 or something like that? I don't know, I can't remember now. But I was talking too much, but it smells so good.
Yes.
My goodness. I think it's the seasoning, but the charcoal too, the basil, sage, and thyme. Because it started to lower burn because I covered it up. You know how you notice how there's less smoke now coming out. So, but there's still flavor. There's invisible smoke soaking into the chicken. Trust me, I know. I've done this enough times.
Yeah.
I have cooked a whole suckling pig. God damn it! I am an Ontario pitmaster. An Ottawa pitmaster.
Oh boy.
Is what I'll claim. Not Ontario, because there's probably guys out there that are way better than I am. So,
Cooked a suckling pig on a cement mixer.
a cement mixer rotisserie that we invented.
Oh, look how low I've sunk. Taking credit for something a smart Jewish person did.
Oh, that's okay, Peter.
No. People have been doing that for too damn long.
That should go a little bit more. Trying to feel for hot spots on the grill. Yeah, we're about 15 minutes to make sure that the chicken's completely cooked, you know what I mean? Make sure that's open more. Yeah, that's open, okay. Great, a big gust of wind. As soon as I put my hand there, so all the heat's gone. I can't feel any heat coming out of there. It's like
You shouldn't
shit.
burn yourself.
No, not today.
No,
There's no room for the hot dogs. This is contaminated. What a beautiful day. Spring is just around the corner.
All the world seems in tune on a spring afternoon when we're poisoning pigeons in the park.
It's not here. I started my pepper plants downstairs. No seeds have started to sprout yet. And it's been like almost 6 days, I think. I'd have to check my log. But I think I started them on the 12th. And it's what, the 17th, 18th now? So that's like 6 days and I haven't seen any sign of life in there. I followed the directions on the greenhouse thing that I got. As far as I knew, the seeds were good. So why not have too many peppers this year? I'm going to have to be growing something else in the backyard. What can we grow? Leave a suggestion down below before May 2-4, because that's when we plant. We'll do a video on May 2. When's May 2 for? When's the 24th?
Victoria Day weekend.
Yes, I know, but when is it?
It's Memorial
It's on a
Day.
Friday. So Monday, yeah, okay, so
Memorial Day weekend.
we'll have a Memorial Day shoot on the 27th. Well, yeah. Okay, we'll plant on the 26th, 27th. We'll cook on the 27th. Oh, we'll see what's going on. So, May's a long way away, and who knows? I can go down tomorrow morning and check my plants, and every single one of them will have a little sprout on them.
Sure.
You never know. You never know. So, just gotta be patient. Seeds take time, and peppers take time. Because I noticed when I did it last year, I was surprised, like, holy cow, why is it taking so long? You know what? And then all of a sudden, poof, 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 and I'm overwhelmed with peppers. Like, shit, I have too many. What's going on here, you know? But
You get an excessively high germination rate.
no, but everybody saw the peppers last year. That's what I got out of it, so let's hope I get the good thing. I didn't plant as many cayenne chilies, the long red ones that you saw a lot of. I planted more of the ones that I bought from the Hot Sauce Expo. So they're all different ones, like ghost peppers and the pepper X and stuff. I have it all written down on my log, so we'll go over it when we go over it. So just about done now. That's looking tasty. That's looking nice. One more little flip, so we get a little more crispy on this side. Come on, baby. There we go. God, it feels like I have Parkinson's or something. I'm not making fun of people with Parkinson's, of course. It's not funny. Isn't that what MJ had? Michael J. Fox? He had Parkinson's, right?
Had.
And he didn't pass away yet? No?
I hope not.
No, maybe not. Okay, well, because you hear of everybody's passing away. And then, well, from our era, you know, we're losing all the great actors. We've lost so many. I can't even remember how many we've lost, which ones they were. But yeah, that chick is looking really pretty. You're a pretty chick. I could probably move them over and throw the dogs on. Let's find a nice warm area, not too hot. It's your little one, so you can go over the corner. You can't do nothing about it to your little one.
I saw a burn.
Yep.
But on the other hand, some of you have kitchen stoves which emit open flames. That might seem like a non sequitur.
As I always say, you know, you touch a stove once and you get burnt, you don't touch that stove again.
I'll go back in here.
Okay.
The chicken, which is just about done, give it another. Oh shit, we'll go for 20 minutes altogether. Low and slow, right? That's right, hot and fast isn't good when it comes to meat. You want it low and slow because that's where the juices generate and they're all happy, especially chicken, you know? There's no fat in chicken. Chicken's a very lean meat, especially white meat.
Yeah.
Definitely the white meat is the leanest meat of the chicken, of course, but I should have done some chicken thighs too because I know Mom likes chicken thighs. But I honestly have to run inside really quickly because I gotta check the water. Because it might be boiled. I'll be right back. Of course, the water was boiling, so I put the fettuccine in. Okay, so we're gonna get the camera going because I want a picture of this chicken. Oh, look at that. That is sweet. So, I'm looking at the clock, 20 minutes, 21 minutes. Yeah, that chicken is done. And looking very pretty. Oh, yeah. That's pretty nice. Oh, look at that juice. Yeah, when I squeeze that chicken, you'll see that in 4K. Look at that. Look at that juice. Okay, not that one. I already squeezed it out. This one. Look at that juice. Oh, yeah, you can see it. Didn't want to cooperate there, did you? Well, dogs. When you flip your dogs, you want to make sure whatever side you got browned is the side that's up. And then you're cooking the other side.
That's the hope.
I guess I'll put the top back on. See, that one was too far over to the side. But if it doesn't want to stand up properly, then you put it against one so it stands up. Put the top on. Open the vent so you have air coming through because you want them to cook quickly because the noodles are cooking inside and I still have to make the Alfredo sauce when I go in. Unfortunately, that'll be on camera. Sorry. Hot dogs. Should I hope I can fit 9 hot dogs on there. And still carry it in.
Oh, I thought they were
Without
going back
dropping
in the tub.
What's that?
I thought they were going back in the tub.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, but it's much nicer presentation there. It comes with a little bit of water in it. You don't make the dogs soggy. You don't want soggy dogs.
And they are cooked.
No, I know, but they're...
Yeah.
I'm not worried about cross-contamination. I'm just worried about them getting wet. You know, they don't need to be wet. They're already wet. They were drying out now. So, you gotta respect the dogs here. Like, look at that. That's a scream of respect. See, this dog's not doing very good. I'm gonna throw him over there where it's hot. Everybody else is cooking nice though. See, look, he's not doing 2. Neither is he. That's 2. Oh, you want to partner up? There you go. Fucking everybody else is doing great. That's right. You know, see, look at that. He even want to do a little trick. That one. We have entertaining dogs here. That's good. Food should be entertaining. If it's not entertaining, why do it? You know, if you're not having fun, why do it? That's why I do this all the time. 'Cause I'm having fun. It's awesome. It's fun. It's like
Fire.
how
Metal.
you know what I'm saying? I heard it's really good. I'm gonna find it now. There is no right and wrong, just fun and boring. There we go. There's a good philosophy for life. There is no right and wrong, just fun and boring. And I agree with that. Well, I can't remember where I heard that, but it resonates really true.
It's interesting.
Okay, the dogs are dog-delicious. Look at that. Nice, with that nice crisp bite, almost like a campfire dog. Some of these guys are good. 1, 2. You know why I need chicken? No? Okay, good. See, chickens are like that. They're cooperative. They're okay with other meats and stuff, you know, because a lot of things taste like chicken, so you won't even notice the difference most of the time, right?
Alligator.
Alligator, there's one, yeah, there you
I've
go.
had snake soup. Tastes like chicken. Kind of wild sort of way of venison.
I don't find venison in any way, shape, or form tastes like chicken, unless it's like a
but
wild
sort
chicken.
of the way venison tastes like beef. Snake soup has the same sort of thing as chicken soup, but kind of with that wild flavor.
Oh, see, you're not going to cooperate, right? A hot dog. So you can go up on top.
Be very careful when you go to a Chinese restaurant with Chinese friends. It was good though.
Okay, so there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Brand name is BBQs, Kingsford garlic and herb chicken. Weber and Kingsford all the way, Weber and Kingsford all the way, Weber and Kingsford all the way tonight. Winter of Weber is coming to a close. We're going to be doing some spring smokes. I'm thinking about doing some lamb. Because smoking some lamb, you know, nice tender lamb. Because spring, and my daughter, I was trying to think of different kinds of meat for different seasons. And spring, you know, lamb, young, starting out, you know, things fresh and everything like that.
So, where do pork chops come from?
Well, pigs.
And lamb chops are?
You have absolutely no finesse, you butthead.
Summer's like, you know, burgers, dogs, steaks, stuff like that, chicken, you know, barbecue kind of stuff. Fall, my daughter came up with this one, it was beef jerky. Or dried meat of some sort, you know what I mean? Because fall is when everything's drying out and it's all getting old, and then winter, I can't remember what we came up with winter. But anyways, the point is,
how about cooking the Easter bunny?
Was chocolate ever alive?
No, honey.
Except for those little bunnies at Easter.
rabbit, yeah, we could do that. Maybe that would do that for April. I could curry up some rabbit. That'd be delicious. But until then, Bugs Bunny, you're safe. Keep it beefy.
29 minutes, 50 seconds. That'll be funny.
Not bad.
Not right. And everything made it in safely into the house. That's good. Okay. Stop this.
And maybe we'll do in a squirrel or two while we're poisoning pigeons in the park.